Hey guys, Death Knight of Anime here, and I'm here to bring you guys a bit of a sort of a discussion slash opinion video. This regarding something that everyone's been talking about, which is something that a lot of anime reviewers have been talking about lately, which is the fact that Fairy Tail is in fact in its last arc, and I thought I'd just give you guys kind of my thoughts about Fairy Tail, honestly, because I never really did go heavy handed. And you guys don't really know, but I am iffy when it comes to. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to Fairy Tail. Like I do somewhat enjoy the series, but I do try and I have tried to keep away from the fact that I'm a fan of Fairy Tail because a lot of the times I think of the majority of the fan base as it's an extremely dangerous. The Fairy Tail fan base is an extremely dangerous fan base, so I've tried to for the longest time to keep the fact that I am somewhat of a fairy tale fan, that I have my own thoughts on Fairy Tail secret. So, but yeah, let's start off with the fact that it is in fact ending. This is of course some people are cheering, some people are some people are sad. I'm pretty sure the majority is that they're cheering, of course, because Fairy Tail has gotten a lot of flack, and of course I'm not gonna pretend why. Like, there's been many times over where Hero has made a lot of weird or bad mistakes with this series. But then I came across a little bit of an interview thing that made me slightly a bit of an interview with Hiro Mashima a while back. That actually I have it up here. That made me kind of changes somewhat of my tune on Fairy Tail. Um, in the interviewer says, uh, when you started, when you start, when you decided to start work on Fairy Tail, was there something that you really wanted to accomplish with this new series, or a different approach that you wanted to try to compare to your work with Rave Master, Hiromashima? Towards the end of Rave Master, the story was a little sentimental, a little sad, so I wanted to make this new story a lot of fun. Now, obviously, there are definitely there are definitely mixed opinions. If you talk to someone, they'd probably say there's mixed opinions towards just that one thing about him saying he wanted to make it fun. But here's the thing: the way maybe I'm overlooking it, but from that one little line that he said, I can almost guess that possibly Rave Master may have done something to Mashima emotionally. Like, it may have caused Mashima some kind of heartbreak or something like that. So the way I see it is that, for even though for the longest time I've personally always thought of Fairy Tail as kind of one of those anime you kind of need to turn your brain off for, because basically because of all the bad basically because of all the bad decisions Hiro Mashima has made in there. Um, After reading this, I almost kind of think of it as that Fairy Tail has been sort of Mashima's therapy. It's been Mashima's happiness therapy to kind of cope with the to kind of cope with all the emotional to kind of cope with all the emotion he probably felt when he was writing out the ending to Rave Master in a way. Like I said, I'm probably overthinking, but that's my thoughts on it. Um, that's my thoughts on why Hiro Mashima has made the decisions he has throughout Fairy Tail. But I mean, I guess I can't make excuses for the guy, but it does kind of, I guess it's impossible for me to make full on excuses for the guy, but it does kind of help me somewhat understand, I guess you could say, in a way. Now onto my own thoughts about Fairy Tail ending. Honestly, like, again, Fairy Tail has sort of been that anime to me that they kind of need to turn my brain off for, and of course that's the way I've approached it in a way. So, if I really had to get down to the nitty gritty of what Fairy Tail has been to me, I guess Fairy Tail's been sort of a guilty pleasure, to be honest with you. Like, it's I recognize how bad it is, but there are some decently fun stuff in there, and to Hiro Mashima's credit, he's come up with some great ideas, some great setups, some great stuff. It's to me, it's all been in Hiro Mashima's execution. His execution is always the one thing that's kind of been lacking almost. But yeah, it's been despite the problems it has, there have been some enjoyable moments I've really liked throughout Fairy Tail, including like yeah, if I mean yeah, it's been definitely an interesting run. Like I know Fairy Tail hasn't ended yet, but I'm definitely just giving you guys my whole impressions about what I've felt, what I've felt while reading and watching Fairy Tail. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much and as for it ending, well, I mean, I guess as for the whole ending part of it, well, I guess that was kind of inevitable in a way because because this is basically a war against Zareth in a way. So I mean, it would have made sense in a way that it would have made sense for them to end it here because this is basically the fight, basically a war against all of Zareth's people. So I always kind of did. From the very beginning of this arc, I always kind of had a feeling that this would be the end of it. But yeah, guys. But that's just kind of my whole base thoughts on Fairy Tail ending and just Fairy Tail in general. Um, yeah, I hope I hope you guys can kind of. I hope I'm probably just kind of. Hopefully I haven't started. Hopefully I haven't started anything too bad, but I haven't started too much shit with this one. But yeah, guys, ciao. Doesn't have anime. Signing off. See you guys.